It's my great honor to introduce the Vice President of the United States, the Honorable Joe Biden.
I don't want to give the wrong speech here. You already heard one, you don't need two. Folks, it's an honor to be here. Governor McAuliffe, special congratulations to you, old buddy. Your son Jack, top 10%, head of the Honors Committee, captain of the rugby team. Terry, you sure he's your son? I don't know, man. This is a talented young man. I can understand him being Dorothy's son, but I don't know. Congratulations to you, to the McAuliffes. Secretary Mavis, Admiral Grinnert, the Admiral's always nice to me in spite of the fact that I live in his house. The Vice President's home is referred to as NAVOPS. It's 78 beautiful acres sitting on the highest point in Washington. It used to be the CNO's home. The Navy still runs it. I live there and he still speaks to me and I appreciate it. I live on Navy property. I am Navy property. General Dunford, congratulations. And Vice Admiral Carter, Captain Vine, faculty, staff, family, friends, and midshipmen, most of all the class of 2015. Before I begin, I'd like to again mention and honor Midshipman Justin Zembler, class of 17. Justin was a top student, a gifted athlete, remembered as a young man of quiet strength and a man of his word. He would have made a great Navy SEAL, and he will be missed. My heart goes out to his family. No child should predecease a parent. Class of 2015, you were among the most promising high school students on the planet. No one would have blamed you for choosing an easier path. But you chose service. You chose honor. You chose to join the real 1% that protects the 99% of the rest of us here in America. We're proud of you. Today, you graduate from one of the most venerated military and academic institutions on the entire earth. In the time since you reported for I-Day 4 years ago, you've earned your place. Enough 0530 PTs will do that to you. On one hand, you've been subjected to unflattering haircuts. On the other hand, though, you get to wear dress whites. And you all look terrific. You spent your summer abroad on real ships rather than internships. And the specter of living in your parents' basement after this graduation day is not likely to be your greatest concern. That's true across the board, even for you history and English majors like me. I see all the English majors nodding. And as a point of personal privilege, I'd like to recognize one graduate today, Sarah Bean. The reason I do, I appointed her father to the academy. He was the class of 78. Dad, you've done real well with this girl. Congratulations to you. And I know all of you parents are just bursting with pride. Class of 2015, you've been an outstanding class, surpassing even the Academy's high standards. You excelled on the field. 13 straight wins against Army football. Not bad, except you're the father of an Army major, Iraqi war veteran with a Bronze Star who doesn't like it at all. It's hard. We always go to the Army-Navy game, and I tell you what, it's a devastating thing to sit next to my son, but congratulations. It makes it very uncomfortable at home, though. You've excelled as a community and in the community. You mobilized midshipmen to perform over 26,000 hours of community service. You've registered over 2,000 new bone marrow donors, collected and donated over 60,000 pounds of food for those in need. And you excelled in the classroom. You didn't just win the annual cyber defense exercise, you became the first graduating class in any school in the United States of America to ever have had every student complete the comprehensive cybersecurity curriculum. You know, back in 1845, the Secretary of the Navy's name was Bancroft, and he chose this site for its seclusion from temptation and distractions in the big cities. I wonder what the hell heck he would have done had he known about McGreevy's and O'Brien's just armadillos. I doubt whether he would have picked this place. The few of you, some as a consequence of those temptations, have engaged in minor infractions. So in the spirit of a long-standing tradition, I hereby absolve all midshipmen presently on restriction for minor conduct offenses. I say to all the parents, you notice a few of them didn't cheer initially. They were afraid they'd be identified as those on restriction. But I say to all those on restriction or had been on restriction until a moment ago, don't worry. John McCain, and I can tell you, has never gotten in the way of real talent. You think I'm kidding, don't you? I went to the University of Delaware. It wasn't called restriction, it was called social probation. Oh, God, forgive me for what I did. Anyway. In 15 minutes, you're about to become part of this long continuum of naval and marine officers who graduated from this incredible institution. A legacy that goes back 170 years. And as someone who did not graduate from here, but has been in the midst of all of you for my entire professional career, I can tell you, you will join now a fraternity, a sorority that binds you together like nothing I have ever seen in my life, and I mean this. As my military aide, Lieutenant Commander Brett Elko, and thousands of others of men and women who graduated from the Academy will tell you, this legacy will stay with you, whether you're in or out of uniform. You'll find Annapolis graduates everywhere in the world, and you will just know that they will always have your back, whether or not they have ever met you before. It is an incredible thing to see. And I would now like to ask all those veterans with us today, including the 37 in the class of 2015, please stand up and be recognized. Please stand. For the sacrifices you have made. This place has given you, the graduates 2015, bonds that will last your entire lifetime. And you've earned it. There are no other bonds except one, deeper. And those are the bonds with those who came here today to see you. Your moms, your dads, your grandparents, brothers and sisters. They're the ones responsible for your character. You owe them, and America owes them. So graduating class of 2015, stand up and show your appreciation for your parents. Usually when I address graduating class, I say to parents, congratulations, you're about to get a pay raise. No more tuition. But you settled that 4 years ago. You know, graduating class, this path you've chosen is not for everyone. It's not an easy ride. It will require much, but it will reward much. As you know, the true measure of an officer is not only how you sail in calm waters, but how you navigate the storm. And we, your fellow Americans, expect a great deal from you. Not just your physical courage, but your moral courage as well, which at times can be even harder to muster. You will be measured by this account as well. And as officers in the United States military, you must demand that every one of your fellow sailors and Marines is afforded the dignity, respect that they deserve, no matter race, gender, faith, or sexual orientation. As leaders in the United States Navy, we count on you to refuse to tolerate sexual harassment or sexual assault in any form, under any circumstances. It's a matter of honor that you prevent that. And as we look to the future, we look to you to be the forward deployed face of America, projecting power every corner of the world. Because as President Theodore Roosevelt declared in an address to Congress, a good Navy